night whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only.
How would you like to do that for a couple of months as part of your training?
Just jump over there and report on the
Yeah, just drive around in the T-Rex mobile, the Rex mobile, T-mobile, T-Bird. Just give me a call. Say, hey, I'm over here. Wherever you are. Just drive around. We used to have that Missy Pavel. Shoe leather traffic, sort of. She wasn't the only one. We had somebody else that all they did was drive around all morning. Except I'm not sure they were driving around. I think they were sitting in White Castle in the parking lot.
You're not on the air yet, man.
Giving us traffic reports. Remember those days? I remember those days. Was that Charlie?
No, some guys saying that we've entered Korean airspace. If we don't leave, we'll be shot down.
Well, let's. Why don't you Google that? Because that would be. We have us personally.
Hey, we've entered Korean airspace.
Talking about us?
Yeah, you. He was the pilot. You get shot down. Get massacred.
You talk about you and me? Are you talking about Black Oak Airlines Flight 1230?
The guy said.
Let me see. Let me check out my porthole here. I do see. I do see some people down there barbecuing a dog. It could be. He could be right. He might be right. No, I'm sorry. We're flying over Alabama. That's not us. Is that us?
I don't think so, not unless there's been a major change.
Let's go check this thing out. It's 1:32. It's cold outside. Jukebox moving up. What might you hear? What might you hear tonight over at Freddy's on the jukebox? It's going to be a gas. I have a mind meld for you.
Okay, hold on.
And we'll throw that out there in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, I'm getting ready for my first Coos break. Do I have any Coos to break with? Were you on with Coos today?
No.
You weren't?
No.
All right, let's go out to Crown Point. See if Dave sees. Hey, Dave, can you see us out there?
There's too much sleet in the air. You guys better bring that thing down.
We can. Don't we have that de-icer stuff? WD-40 works for everything, right? Just slide right off.
I hope you do. You're gonna need it today, brother. Hey, listen.
Yo.
LFLUS.com.
Yo.
You get a chance. That's your women's football league right there. There is actually a women's football league in place right now. And
Wait, Rexy, get this website. Did they have television coverage of any type or lines for betting?
It's as legitimate of a football league as a woman in lingerie football league can be, I guess. I have not had an opportunity to witness this firsthand, but some of their games are televised on MTV2, and they are getting some coverage. But I'm not 100% sure if there's a line on them in Vegas. That's something that needs to be looked into.
Well, these are women in scantily clad.
Scantily clad, and the only type of that protection they've got are shoulder pads, from what I understand. I have not personally seen the website either.
And they tackle each other.
This is tackle football. It's actually indoors. I think they play at it's the Chicago Blitz. It's the representative from Chicago, and they play at the, what is that, the other football, indoor football.
Oh yeah, I think they played the Black Oak Tramps.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Speaking of quarterbacks, what is the last quarterback in the NFL that you can recall that's worth his weight in salt?
Let's see.
Of current.
All right, Dave. Let me think about that, and I'll give you a mulligan if you need it. The last quarterback that I thought was worth anything, current quarterback. I don't understand a lot of things about some of these quarterbacks. One, the first thing, well, let me tell you what I do understand, that most of the modern-day quarterbacks couldn't have played in the 60s and 70s under the rules of the 60s and 70s, because the only reason they can make the team now is because they're protected. They have no fear of getting their head knocked off. If they did, if they had to pull a Fran Tarkington or take the beating that Sonny Jurgensen took, or Theismann or Unitas or Starr, they wouldn't play the game. They go right from college, if they even played in college, they go right into insurance sales for banking. There's plenty of guys out there that got skills, but for crying out loud, you put me back there and guarantee that nobody's going to hit me? I could throw some strikes. It's ridiculous what it's become. It's ridiculous. Don't hit them. Don't hit them in the head. Don't tackle them. No chop blocking. What do you mean? We used to do that all the time. You don't hit them from behind. You don't hit guys from behind. In football, you'll kill somebody, especially if you hit them low from behind while both of you are running the same direction. You hit him low from behind, you break his legs. That's always been against the rules. But now if the guy is engaged, in other words, if he's blocking someone, another defensive or offensive player can't hit him below the waist. That's a penalty. What are they teaching these guys? I just don't get it. I'll tell you how you can spruce up your macaroni and cheese. Everybody seems to be into that one. You like macaroni and cheese, Rex?
Absolutely.
I got an easy way to do that. What I do is I buy the regular Kraft macaroni and cheese. Let's say we're having a party tonight, and we're going to have more than just a few people, more than just a regular. So get 2 boxes. Throw all those elbow noodles or spirals or whatever the hell they give you, throw them all away. Get yourself a bag of egg noodles. Cook as directed. You're going to need about half a pound of butter in there because I think it's a quarter cup or half a cup. It's a quarter cup, I think, for each box. So follow the directions for the butter. Add a little sour creamy. Just when everything is all cooked. Use their cheese and then add 2 different types of cheese of your choice. The shredded stuff that you get out of the cooler. You don't have to buy any of the fancy cheese, though you can if you want to. You can use the stuff right out of the cooler. That's all you got to do. Follow the directions on the box. Dump their noodles and use some decent egg noodles. Add sour cream and some extra cheese of your choice. 2 different kinds. And use their cheese, too. What the hell? Why not? Oh, yeah, and you're going to use half and half instead of the skim milk. You're ready to rock. Now, here's what I do to make sure that nobody catches on. I add a little more cheese on top after I've got that all mixed up, and I slide it under the broiler or into the oven for about 15 minutes. You put it under the broiler for 15 minutes, you're going to have a fire on your hands. Well, put it in the oven for about 15 minutes or under the broiler for maybe 5 or 6 minutes max. And you're all ready to go. And there you have the Preacher's Easy macaroni and cheese that everybody will think you made yourself, but you really didn't. You know what I'm saying?